is on. I don't want to do any Ron Placoning at the beginning of my show and sit there waiting to go live, waiting for YouTube to wake up. None of that. I want you, as soon as you tune into the show, I want you to be entertained. So hello and welcome. And wherever and whenever you are in the world, I want you to know, I hope you are enjoying this broadcast. I want you to know I get something out of every single one that I put out there, and that's why I'm here. And I hope that's why you're here too. I also want you to realize that it is almost 7:10. I got here, I had to struggle a little bit. Hey, Sammy, I had to struggle. You never answered me yesterday, Sammy. I asked you a question, and you just took off. You said you wanted to be on the show, and I asked you what was up, and you just ignored me. So I'll just ask you again. What was up with that? You said you wanted to be on the show. Was there something you wanted to bring the audience, or something you wanted to talk about, or what? David, Roger, thank you, David C. Baker. Awesome. Good morning, everybody. So the plants look beautiful. We are broadcasting to all of our big YouTube channels now. What was the question? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Yesterday you had just said you wanted me to bring you into the video or something, and I asked you why, and you just didn't answer me. I guess you didn't have enough battery power for camming up anyway, so it doesn't matter. But for those of you guys with problems like Sammy had, I offer a Nays Garden survival pack at the website, where you can go to Amazon and you can purchase everything you need to keep the show alive and running for you, no matter whether it's Well, it doesn't really help, does it? No matter whether, I might have to go get new glasses. Whether it's, hey, Richard, your smartphone battery dying, or you need to charge it with the wall charger, you need to take a battery with you. All of those little devices, man. And I'll tell you what else is a great device. These tripods, man, if you're watching the show on a cell phone, it is a pain in the ass to stick it in a glass or lean it up against something. And I start screaming, and the vibration from the speaker makes it fall over. It sucks. So all of those things are available at the website, and it's all through Amazon. Discuss similar subjects and match. Oh, right on. What's up, Nate? So in other words, Sammy, I'm sorry, you didn't really have anything to offer, but that's cool. You have enough battery now? Oh, that's cool. Good morning. Yeah, I'm saving my voice for tomorrow's show with Steph. I just thought maybe you had something, that you were bringing. You have a tripod. Yeah, tripods are great. The battery is great. The charger is great to have as well. You're always seeing me put my phone on and off the charger, and it just helps immensely. I'm trying to charge my battery up from 18%, man. I don't like to talk about my battery. So, I want to grab a splash of Covfefe, and I know it's 7:10, it's come and gone, but that's okay. We're still going to be here. Okay, Sammy. Let's start. All right, give me a second. Let's get that coffee started, man. It's sounding really good right about now. Rogan is still in bed. I wonder how his ears did. I just put some oil in them last night. My splish down cup is right here. Ready for a splish? Just a splish. Ready for a splish? Just a splish, splish, splish. Oh, my cat wants to be let in. Beginning of the day. Let's try this crappy Pete's coffee, which I'm not too crazy about. Not too crazy about Pete's coffee. I'm sure it would be better if I had some creamer. Okay. Get the cat in. What's up, my little bean in the ass? Hello. Carl's just like, feed me, feed me, feed me. I don't know, it depends. What did you kill last night? Right? Did you kill coffee's finishing up. Alright, I'm gonna try some two fucking equals and a goddamn, oh, here's a sweet one. Equal and a sweet one, makes me good. Okay. And now some of this almond milk. Might be soy, it might be almond. Yeah, it's almond. Alright. Doesn't change the color of my coffee. Too much. Alright. Let's see if this is any better than yesterday's. I was not too happy with yesterday's coffee. This Pete's coffee is not the best tasting coffee I've ever had, that's for goddamn sure. Mason, what's up, son? Man, it's so good to see you, brother. Mason's an old friend. Okay, David, Amy, Nick, Detroit. Got up late and rushed out of the house. I won't go in the store. Please. Okay, so let's bring this back here. Okay, put that in there. Right there. I like to leave the Ballantine collection brain so you can see it lighting up there. See the lights? Pretty cool. I like that. You can see the activity. Yeah, man. I've talked about you on the show, Mason, before. Actually, I may not have mentioned your name, but I've told the story, you know, about how cannabis has affected you and how you just soldier through it. Oh man, this is the guy. Mason's here, man. Does cannabis still have that effect on you, Mason? So we got this here. This is from my garden. 5-pound zucchini. Enough to feed a small army of cheesy, wonderful side dishes of zucchini. Let me tell you, it's great. It's great. And I just like to have that here so I can motivate you guys to try to start growing your own gardens, you know, and feeding yourselves. It's so important. It is true. It still does it. Oh, man. What is up with that brain in your head? COVID, Megsy. Have borders shut in area. They flew from our biggest hot spot, but snuck around on a technical behind the dumb cunt government. I like that people are using the word cunt now. Right on, Megsy. Dumb cunt. I mean, what? There's not. They don't give us the words, right? So hopefully, a negative. We've been having 0 cases week after week now. My cat wants me to feed him again. Is here. This is true. Good morning, Megsy, Tina. Good day. All right, let me get this cat off my back. That doesn't take long. Just give him another can. Your favorite word is cunt, really? Good morning. Yummy. Megsy, Tina, Lobo. What's up? Hey, Lobo. Good. So, yeah, I'm waiting for my battery here to start charging. And then, you know, hopefully I'll be flipping my goddamn... I don't want to talk about it, man. I get upset. But I have to change modes on my solar for it to work right. And I have to do it in the morning and I have to do it in the night. Everything works fine if I do that. But it should be an automatic thing. I shouldn't have to fucking change the modes manually. I should be able to set it on a clock and say, you know, when my PV, which are my solar panels, are no longer producing enough energy to be charging my battery, then the battery needs to turn on and they need to be able to just switch that fucking thing. I know what you're thinking. You're like, well, isn't that already automatic? Well, it's supposed to be. But my solar installer didn't put these two sensors on that he was supposed to, and it renders that part of the system useless. It needs to be able to sense when that power cuts off. He didn't put the fucking sensors in. So I texted him and I'm like, hey man, you didn't put the CT sensors in. And he texted me back. He's like, I'll call you. Guess what? Never got a call back. So here I am still waiting. Needless to say, the amount of money I paid for this system, I am fucking not happy right now. Patrick says, you're having Stef on the show. I like making them little clips now. Titus, yeah, I hope you guys will continue to do that. People really like watching short little videos on Twitter. You know, make a 5-second, 10-second video clip, put it on Twitter. It'll get looked at. Man, I put something up on Twitter yesterday. I can't remember what it was. It got like 50 likes, and I was like, I must have paid for this one. I must have promoted this one. And I went and I checked it. I didn't. It got seen, man. My shit's getting seen now. I'm really happy. I still have a lot more purifying of Trendy As Dabbers to do to get that name totally off of all of my channels and everything. But it's got to happen, man. It's the only way I'm going to be able to keep moving forward and battle these algorithms. And it seems to be working. Give us his number. We will call him. Give us his number. Give you whose number? They were at a COVID party, I found out before flying, and were already fined $1,600 now they face it. They, who's they? Who was at a COVID party? 2 young women flew by plane, and we have borders shut in areas, but snuck around on a technicality behind the dump. Right, I don't quite, not really anymore. Now, though, I got it under control. It was just my lungs from cigarettes. Gave me anxiety, still does if I go way hard, almost kind of like an asthma attack. But yeah, I just power through and puff. Tough, always, still now. Mason, hell yeah, buddy. Oh, no, I don't want you to call my, I don't want you calling my solar guy. He's my guy, it's a personal friend of mine, man. I don't want you guys fucking calling him. You're hilarious. Hey, Lisa, stay the fuck out of my private life. This is why I don't like to talk about my solar, man. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know, because this bowl is half smoked from last night. And I know it's got black, true black in it. And I know it's going to fuck me up. But you know what? Oh, well. Where's my lighter? Oh, there it is. I see it. How much fluid is in here? Plenty of fluid. Look at that. It's interesting the way. There must be a reason they do that. Have that little partition in there. Probably something about pressure or something. So I guess I'm turning the AC off here. I can turn this. Oh, what's going on with Periscope? Is Periscope saying offline or online? Nobody's coming. Oh no, Lisa's on Periscope. Okay, Periscope's just not working right. Okay, so Steam and LinkedIn, I could still work on those to try to figure out why I don't broadcast to Steam and LinkedIn. And under the ad channel, I could just see if they've added anything. Like Facebook Gaming. No, I don't see Facebook Gaming. They got Good Game, V Live, which and you guys know that Mixer is no longer working. They've uh, they've they've taken down. Facebook bought out Mixer, so that's gone. Yeah. I wonder who. Well, it was, there isn't no wondering. It was Pot Brothers at Law was the first. Pot Brothers at Law was the first guest on this show to smoke cannabis with us while we were interviewing them. Wow, you guys see that bird out there? Little birdie. See the birdie? Aw, I wonder if it's building a nest in there. That might be a safer place for it, especially if it goes up high in there. Little birdie. I like birdies. Okay, sensor guy. The wall of plastic that makes up the fuel reservoir portion of the main body has to be reinforced with a cross to assure that the containment vessel will exceed the high pressure fuel. The wall of plastic makes up fuel of the main body has to be reinforced with a cross rib or web. Oh, so that is a cross support for the Thank you, Detroit Dabber. I love that somebody went beyond the scope of my range of facts and intelligence and knowledge and Googled something and came and brought it back. Thank you, man. That's what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to teach yourself this shit. Now we all know why these things have a petition in them. It's a support for the pressure. And if you press on it, you can actually feel it gives a little bit. That's why there is a petition in there. That word, but I got to be using it when I'm really pissed off. I got pulled over today. I had no idea. I had only one headlight and the orange wore off my back blinkers. Can't realize I always have it bad day, so I know I'll smoke along. Right on, Megsy. I'm sorry you got pulled over. The Pot Brothers at Law tell you when you get pulled over by the police or whatever, they say, shut the fuck up, don't talk to them or whatever. If you are in a situation where you're not carrying any illegal drugs and you're not breaking the law, it can work against you. Now, I understand that police are looking to find you basically and get a ticket on you, whatever they can. But many, many times when I have been polite to police and called them sir and just been cordial and not acted like I was all pissed off that they were taking me out of my, whatever the fuck I was doing, they've been nice to me and let me go. Now, you might say, oh, you're a white dude, blah, blah, blah. I've had black police officers let me go too. They pull me over, ask to see my driver's license and registration. I say, I know why you pulled me over. I just want to let you know. I know I broke the law. And I know you're just doing your job, whatever. That works too. But if you are transporting cannabis, if you are high, if you're under the influence of cannabis, if you are breaking the law in any other way, totally Pot Brothers at Law, they got that shit nailed down and they're right. And even if you are not breaking the law, it'll work that way too when it goes to court. But you might end up having a little guffuffle, a little, confrontation. You might end up getting fined or you might end up getting arrested and taken to jail. Police have that power, man, and they can find something to arrest you on. So I would never try to give you any kind of legal advice. All I'm saying is I've been polite when I wasn't doing anything stupid, and they've let me go. That's all. Just a little anecdotal information. But hopefully, Megsy, you were polite and cordial. And I understand, especially in today's society, we can be a little pissed off at police. I understand that. But you still got to remember that They are the ones with the power, and they're the ones that can fuck your life up. So either, you can either accept authority and you can bow to it and you can show respect, or you can fight authority and remember that authority always wins. You can take your chances, or you can follow the rules from the Pot Brothers at law, and once it goes to court, you won't have anything to worry about. But it depends on the judge too. You never know. The judge could be, getting his dick sucked by that police officer. You have no idea. That cop could have just let that judge's son or daughter off on a DUI the month before. You think that ever happens? Iceman, what's up? Let's smoke, bro. Iceman's like, I got to get him off of this so he can smoke. Cheers, bro. Bottom of the hour. No law. You go blonde, then cry. Always works. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis isn't tis for all. Cheers, everybody. First bong hit of the day. Rogan's still in bed. Whoa. Where are all my ashes died? Second. Oh, right here on the floor in front of me. Oops. What the fuck happened, dude? I don't know. Must have dumped it right on the floor, man. Good thing I didn't burn a hole in the carpet. Okay, so let's turn the AC back on. Of course, you guys, tomorrow at noon is Stef Zamorano, Pacific Standard Time. That's my time. So you can see it's 7. So in 4.5 hours, it'll be exactly 24 hours. So what is it, 28 hours she's going to be here? I feel like she's flying in. But, I got to tell you, I was watching Jimmy Dore yesterday, and Stef Zamorano is excited about appearing on the show. When I had her read, some super chats for me on there, and it was the very last super chat. Hey, morning dude, what's up? It was the very last super chat. Hey, Coney, I'm calling you morning dude. It's you. Your name is OMG. So what's up, OMG? Sorry, I got your name confused with what you said. Steve Running. It was the very end of the show, and I was the very last super chat. I don't know if any of you saw this, but she said, Stef Zamorano, Miserable Liberal, to appear on Nate's Garden tomorrow. Make sure you guys are all tuning in, and I can't wait. She said, it's going to be a good interview. She was like, we're going to talk. She's like, I'm going to be there, and we're going to talk. Yeah, we are. She's going to get to talk, which she doesn't really get a chance to do on the show too much. She does it in little snippets here and there, but I want to give her a freaking platform, man, so she can just really lay it out there for us. I was so polite, Nate, and I asked, can I get a warning, please? Really didn't know about them. I actually said, never had known. Nope. The guy was nice. The woman was sarcastic. Breath test. I don't drink, so that was okay. And I wasn't high. I went to buy the kids takeout. We were 2 streets from home. Well, at least I can repair now because I want to be safe. Yeah, repair it. Yes. Hey, Nate, just in from Cairo. Oh, right on, Debbie. Crystal, Twitch still has my comments blocked. Crystal Alexander Fullaway. Twitch has your comments blocked. I don't think anybody can really talk on Twitch. I think you hate me, but all good. I am incognito. Okay, yeah. If you think I hate you, I probably don't hate you, But I may have hated something you fucking did, and I might be making you pay for it, and you fucking deserve it. Maybe that. But I don't hate you. You know, my friend Kepper, which could be you, who I've called him my friend for years and years and years, he came on the live show with Ron Placone and did some really rude things. He was really inappropriate. Oh, it's Doom. What's up, Doom? And, yeah, I don't hate Kepper because he did that. I hate what he fucking did, though, and it pisses me the fuck off, and he's not welcome here. But understand, I don't hate him. You know, we do fucked up shit sometimes. I just would rather you not do fucked up shit to me. You know, subvert me. But, you know, the best way I can protect myself is to keep him at arm's fucking length. You know? You still have access to Hindu Kush. I can't find it anywhere now or even in seas. The OG and the Valley's the best here in LA, and yes, that's how you talk to the police if you want a chance to get away unscathed. Share that wisdom. Hell yeah, Mason. No, man, the Hindu Kush line from Orlando is gone. But you can always get seeds for that strain. You just order seeds from a seed place, bro. You can get that strain again. I know. I heard somebody was telling me not too long ago they were growing that one. The thing I don't like about Hindu Kush is it's a very low yielder. Very low yielder. You know, we grow these buds with these giant fucking indica colas on them. And that Hindu Kush is just little popcorns all over a stalk, you know. Great to read out bits, but yeah, want to see more of her. Yeah, she just gets to talk. She just gets to respond to the super chats, which are very rarely questions for Stef, you know, personal questions. They more want her opinion on other things, you know. This is what I'm hoping that we are offering that no other interview show is doing. Yeah, I'm not here to question you about the world events. I'm not here to find out what you think about this or what you think about that. I'm here to find out about you. I want to know about you, not your opinion on shit. You know, I want to know about stories. I want to hear anecdotal, you know, just, you know, tasty little tidbits from your life that you have never said online before, that aren't necessarily private or embarrassing, but that people are starved to hear and get to know you better and go, oh my God, I didn't know that about you. You know, I didn't know that Stef Zamorano was a character actress. I didn't know that she was in a fucking movie. And I want to be able to show you guys that. You know, I want you guys to see the people that inspire me. You know, I want you guys to get to know them, and I want to give them a chance to be able to inspire you as well. Not just on this show and not just via that interview, but then I want you guys to go on and follow them. I want you to follow Graham, Danger Man, Pop Brothers at Law, and Ron Placone, and of course, Stef Zamorano. I want you to follow them on all form, sources, and sorts of social media, whether it's their Facebooks or their YouTubes or their Twitters, you know, Instagrams. Find them, seek them out, support them, let them know that I sent you. They'll like that. They like to know where the people are coming from. And of course, I'll like that too. Out of stock everywhere you look? I'm sure it'll come back, bro. I'm sure someone's got it somewhere, man. Did you try Gorilla Seed Bank? I tried Gorilla Seed Bank. UK. Here. I'll look it up for you. Gorilla Seeds, Hindu Kush Seeds. Sensi Seeds, Hindu Kush Seeds. Seeds, add to basket. This pure indica seed strain originates from Hindu Kush. That's pure indica. Huh. I would have never guessed that because of the way it grows. Home to legendary canna varieties for centuries since being brought to the West, these seeds have been selectively bred over many generations. As a result, Hindu Kush is an excellent variety for indoor crops from seed, producing very consistent uniform seedlings. Potency is medium to high. Potency is medium to high, whatever. With the mellow, happy body. These guys don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. Hindu Kush also imparts a calm, contemplative mental state instead of the brain-numbing stone of later indica hybrids. Yeah, I found it. But you're on Facebook. But just go to Gorilla Seeds. Just type it into Google, bro. Type in Gorilla Seed Bank, Hindu Kush Seeds. It'll come right up. Gorilla Seed Bank, UK, Hindu Kush Seeds. It came right up for me. And a whole bunch of other companies that had the seeds came up too. You want to go? What? What? Cat. Megsy, that's what sets you apart and makes them laugh. And as you said, they feel comfortable to be themselves looking for. Yeah, I'm not here to fucking blindside anybody, you know? You know, I would even have somebody like Jesse Lee Peterson on and I wouldn't be here to bust his balls. You know, I want to find out why he believes the things he believes, where that comes from in his life, how he was raised, who his parents were, what his brothers and sisters were like, what his schooling was like, if he went to college, how church treated him, you know, why he became a pastor. I would ask him so many questions, and I wouldn't be rude to him like he's rude to everybody else that he has on their show. You know, and I would show him how to conduct a legitimate interview, not a fucking interrogation where you don't even come to any conclusions and it doesn't even make sense. I could make him a better person by just having him on here, you know. I just think he's reachable, man. You know, I think he's intelligent, and I think he's somehow playing a fucking character, man. I don't even think he takes himself seriously, and I'd like to figure that shit out. I just can't imagine he taking himself seriously. I can't believe that Ben Shapiro takes himself seriously. I can't believe that Sean Hannity or Tucker Carlson take themselves seriously. I really, truly, honestly believe it's the only way I can really sleep at night, that these people do what they do out of greed from the money that they're making on their shows. That they found out that when they said some things that were borderline whatever, and they started getting a lot of support, they're like, oh, you mean if I start showing hate out there and I start acting, you know, thinly veiled racism and parroting Donald Trump, I will become wealthy. I'd like to have them on and find out, man. Do you really believe your own bullshit? I mean, you said this. When Donald Trump did this, you supported this. Then when he did this, you supported that. What's going on inside your brain during that? What are you thinking? Now, I understand when Donald Trump wasn't wearing a mask, you were saying that there was no science behind it. When Donald Trump put the mask on, well, son of a bitch, the next day, Tucker Carlson, you were telling everybody that the science was backing up the fact that masks slow down the spread of the virus. Of course they do. It's going to slow down our breath. It's going to slow down, you know, the amount of virus particles in the air. Of course, it's just common sense. It's stupid to think otherwise. So they're paying you a lot of money, right? And that's what this is all about. Can we just let your audience and let everyone else know that you are not the fucking morons that you pretend to be on Fox News and Ben Shapiro on YouTube? Can we just let people know? Jesse Lee Peterson, you really don't take everything you say seriously. You really don't believe that real men can't show emotion? Real men don't show emotion? Okay. All right. Jesse Lee Peterson, do you have a family member? Are you in a family? Do you have a child? Do you have a parent? Do you have a brother, a sibling, an uncle, a grandparent, a niece, a nephew? Do you have someone that has the same blood that you have in your veins from the same family? I'm going to assume yes, that he's got at least a family member. Okay, Jesse Lee Peterson, we've got this family member. Do you love them? Do you love your family member? That's a simple question. You love them? Do they love you? You guys have love for each other? You're in the same family. Is it your child? Do you have children? Are you married? Is it your wife? Do you have a sibling? Do you love your sister or your brother? Okay, you do. Oh, great, great. Okay, so you're human. We've established that. Let's move on from that point. Now, let's say that that family member falls ill. Would you care for that family member? Would you take care of them? Would you go to the store and get them medicine, Pepto-Bismol or Advil? Would you care enough to sit by their bedside, get them water, wipe the sweat off their body, clean them, help them go to the bathroom? I'm assuming he's a human being. I'm assuming, yeah, he would. Okay, so let's say that family member, and you're sitting there next to their bedside, and you are hoping and praying to your God that they live, they suddenly expire right there with you at the bedside. What do you feel, Jesse? That person that you've been caring for, that you love, they died. Do you cry? Are you sad? Oh, you're sad, Jesse? Oh, you have emotion? But I thought then you're not a real man, Jesse Lee Peterson? See, I can walk anybody just about anywhere when they're wrong. I can take you for a walk. If you'll take my hand, I will take you for a walk and I will show you the path. There's no way that man could handle me. And I would be totally polite and I would just be asking him simple, basic questions about him and, trying to figure out where he's coming from. And he would say, no, I would cry. I would shed tears. I cried when my father died. I cried when my dog died. Well, you're not a real man, Jesse? I'm not questioning your manhood. Why do you question others' manhoods when they're on your show? It doesn't even make sense. Why are you doing that? What is it because that when you do that, you get positive feedback from your audience? What kind of audience members do you want watching you, Jesse? Do you want a bunch of people that think that you shouldn't have emotion? A bunch of emotionless robots? Or do you want people who are passionate, that love you? That when you go live, they're happy. They're showing emotion. They cheer when you say something. Oh, but wait, they're not real men. It doesn't even make sense. And I just think it's important that these people that are out there explain themselves so that we can understand where they're coming from better. And I think this show is going to offer that format. And I think people like Jesse Lee Peterson and Ben Shapiro would hear what I just said, and I think they'd be more than comfortable to come on here and talk to me. I'll find a right-winger like, Tim Pool. I would love to get Tim Pool on here because he says he's an independent, and he is so full of shit. And I would just like to find out his whole right-wing philosophy, his whole where he's coming from and why he's afraid to say that he is a right-winger. Why won't you just call yourself a right-winger? If you agree with everything that the right has to say, you disagree with everything the left has to say, Tim Pool, why do you call yourself an independent? You're not. You don't support independent ideas. You're nowhere near the middle. You are fucking way on the right, Tim Pool. You don't even make sense. Well, watching your surprise so far, they've been awesome and so open. It's awesome. I was laughing along in this part that they open up about, and kudos to you for how it all went. It looked like you were just friends telling their stories. You let them open up. It's going to be an awesome interview. It is going to be awesome. I can't wait. Thanks, Megsy. You've been wearing a mask for 8 years because of insufficient immune system. My hubby did too. King is not to bring germs to me. Debbie. Oh, you didn't die of oxygen deprivation? Huh. I guess Thunderfoot was right. I guess Thunderfoot the scientist was correct. Crystal, Megsy, Tim Black. I haven't looked him up yet. Yeah, look up Tim Black and go watch what he's about. My cat, Harles. Are you still hungry? Or are you good? We good? Good. I can't believe Rogan hasn't come out here yet. True Black. too strong. Orange. A little bit of orange in my bong makes me want to sing a little song. Boy, this stuff in the bag. No terps added. It still has that orange smell. Not like, not like 2 weeks after it was cut down, but it's still there. There's remnants of it. Lost this strain. Lost the orange bud strain. Katie interacts with the chat too. Has a 10 likes. Katie, help us. The stream is already open for chat. Oh, cool. I don't know who that is. Hey, Hazza, suck my dick. You're blocked from this live stream now. Okay? You could take your little sideways fucking comments and your little sideways fucking wink. There's a reason I don't interact with the chat when and I tell all of my audience members, you included, that if you have a question for the guest, to go ahead, tweet it at me and tweet it at them if you want, but definitely tweet it at Nate's Garden. I will take your question and, I'm going to consider it, but I'm sure I've never got a question from you guys that I didn't want to read. Okay? And I will read it to them and I will tell them your name. Right? I have already done that. So the fact that you felt the need to come on here and give me that little stupid fucking sideways wink and say that, oh, she interacts with the audience even when she has guests on. Well, guess what, motherfucker? I like to give 100% of my attention to the guest. That's what the show is about. It's not about you whenever I have a guest on. It's about them. It's not about me, and it's definitely not about you. It's about them. And you don't get it. So you can suck my dick and move the fuck on, you little fucking bitch. Fuck you. No, I won't interact with the chat while I'm doing an interview. And you guys know I interact with you every other fucking time that I can. I'm in here talking to you right now, and I'm in here talking to you all fucking day. And if it's not enough for you, little dick, get the fuck out of here. All right? YouTube I watched of yours was Clear Lake Harvesting Ultra Drag, 29.6 grams. Wow. David T. Baker, right on. Was a gorgeous view? Yeah, it was. Too many neighbors. Too many neighbors. Fuck the bullshit and smoke, says Cameron. Cheers. Cheers, buddy. Do you guys listen? I want you guys to press the number 3 if you agree that my guests on here deserve my full attention 100%. And when some little fucking troll bitch comes on the chat and I have to look over at it, I'm disrespecting my guest. So I want, if you think that my guests deserve my full attention, hit the number 3 right now. If you think that this show is all about you, then don't hit the number 3. If you think that I should be paying attention to you when I have someone like, Ron Placone or Stef Zamorano on the show, then you might be watching the wrong goddamn live stream. 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3. And bought a microfiber cloth, right, Megsy? Microfibers are fantastic. Yeah, I don't have ones. Yeah, I do. I'm using one right here for my mouse pad. Microfiber, and if I ever need it, I could just pull it off the little pad under there. There's 2 of them in there. This is where I put my wrist when I'm using my mouse. And I use it for anything, man. It's right there for me. Yeah, I got my microfibers. I love them. Good. Look at all those 3s. Yeah, man. I want you guys to know that I'm always here for you, and I always pay attention to you, unless we have a guest on, and then, it's an hour, maybe 4 hours of your goddamn life where I'm not talking to you. And I'd given you plenty of notice that if you wanted to tweet at me, you can send those questions in right now. You got a question for Stef Zamorano, tweet it at me right now. Don't wait until the last minute, and your question will get read to her on the air, maybe. But like I said, it's about the guest, man. You guys can't be little bitches for me now. I mean, You weren't little bitches before, and now all of a sudden you're going to turn into little bitches when the show starts exploding, when the show starts taking off, when I need your fucking support? I don't want to get you off topic, but I would like to find that strain if possible to grow for myself. I don't know. I got to make a trip to the Hindu. No, we already went over this on the show. Mason, you go to, listen to me, Gorilla Seed Bank UK. Go into Google, type in Gorilla Seed Bank UK Hindu Kush seeds. They got them, bro. It's right there. Gorilla Seed Bank UK. They've got the seeds. And so do a bunch of others. All I did was I used Google. Are you not using Google, Mason? Do you use Google? Do you even Google, bro? Do you even Google, bro? Do you even Mason, Harrison? Megsy, thank you. Well, I'm more than happy to bring you guys these shows, and I'm more than happy to expand your podcasting scope so that you are watching more podcasters out there. You are learning more. You're increasing your knowledge, and you're increasing the amount of friends that you have out there. You know, you're getting larger circles, and you're getting in more groups. You're getting more information and more entertainment. So I hope that on tomorrow's noon show, when I go live, I hope the first thing you guys will do will you log into your Facebook accounts and you will start sharing that video everywhere. What are some good podcasts? Everyone that I've interviewed so far, Cameron. Ron Placone, Jimmy Dore, Pot Brothers at Law, Graham Elwood, he's all over. Check out their Saturday night shows at 7 p.m. on Zoom. They cost $5, but it's 2 hours of stand-up comedy and fellowship. It's fucking awesome. You know, there's Tim Black. If you're into politics, there's Tim Black. I like watching Secular Talk. He's all politics too. I do watch a little bit of David Pakman, but I'm finding that I watch less and less David Pakman. The more he talks about Donald Trump, the less I watch him. And I'm just going to say this again and again and again. David Pakman is not the kind of person that I'd want to go out with to a bar and enjoy a beer with. Okay? Most of the people that I have on this show are. Pot Brothers at Law, you goddamn right. Danger Man, the urban superhero, fuck yeah, in full costume preferably. You know, in the biggest fucking bar we could go in. That would be fucking awesome. Graham Elwood, psst, what? Without a question. Ronnie Placone, yeah, he's cool as fuck. You know, I'd have him bring his guitar and entertain me while we got a beer at a bar. Stef Zamorano, Jimmy Dore, oh my God. Please. David Pakman, fuck no, man. I don't like him. He's not a likable person. He's a fucking troll. He's smart. He's intelligent. I like his take on some things. But God, hey, Cheryl, how are you? Good morning. But man, is that guy unlikable. He's just not I can't believe how many fucking subscribers he has. He's so unlikable. He's, the guy that works for him, Pat, his producer, that's a likable guy. Pat's fucking awesome. I would love to have a beer with Pat. David Pakman, no, you could pull the car around, okay, and you can wait outside while Pat and I have a beer in this little pub. Fuck you. And I don't even drink. But I would drink with any of these people. You know what I'm saying? They're likable. That's what that means. What makes you a likable person? What makes you likable? What makes you the kind of person that people want to spend time with you in person, face to face, and hear what you have to say, or maybe share some things? Well, one of them is their ability to, are you ready for this? Listen. Now, granted, you know, David Pakman has people call in and he talks to them and he listens to them, and that's good. But he ignores everyone that's ever typed to him on social media anywhere, which was what I always used to do. And he fucking ignored me for years. He never responded to any of it. Even when I got right in there, right at the beginning, you know, he'd put up a video, I'd respond to it. I'd be one of the first things. He wouldn't respond to anybody. You know, I didn't like that. I found that a little bit phony. I'm like, well, you know, the thing that makes it the worst is at the end of every video, he says, make sure to hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube and leave a comment right here because I really am interested in what you have to say and I want to hear your opinions about that. Really? But you never fucking respond to it ever? Not once? You know, at least Joe Rogan used to get into it a little bit with his fans, and that gave you a little bit of hope that he was actually going to read something that you said, you know? I like that. That's why I think this show is cool, because you guys know you can come here and I'm going to read what you say. Even when I am interviewing somebody, you know, I'm probably going to see what you said. Now, I try to not get too into the chat. I try to just catch it in my periffs, because whoever it is that I'm interviewing, they totally can tell when I'm looking at them, because I'm looking at them the whole fucking time. And if I have to look down at my phone, if I have to look down at the ground, you know, because my dog or my cat, if I have to look over at the chat because somebody's being a little bitch, they can sense that. And, you know, they've all been wonderful. And I've had to get down on my knees and adjust my sound. I've had to walk out of the room for a second, you know, maybe the dog was barking or something. And they kept talking, they kept being professional, they didn't let it take them out of whatever it is they were talking about. But something like that can very easily do that with somebody, and that will ruin the entire vibe of the interview from that point on. I saw it happen to Graham Elwood and, what's his name? I can't think of his name, but he had Graham on his show, and Graham had him on his show. And they were about 3/4 of the way through the interview. And the guy was talking about Tulsi Gabbard, how Tulsi told me to tell everybody this. And then Graham says, you know, I wish that my friends weren't so easily used by politicians. And at that point, that guy, I can't remember his name, it was just about to pop into my head, ruined the rest. The rest was all, well, it's always fake laughter with him anyway, but it was completely fake laughter, fake pleasantries, and definitely him being, Nico, thank you, Stephen, being taken out of the interview completely. And you know what? It wasn't Graham's fault. It was Nico's fault, because Nico decided to try to, you know, whip his ball sack out and show everybody how big his dick was. And Graham took his dick and stuffed it right back in Nico's mouth, right in front of his entire audience. You know, Graham's like, oh, you're going to whip your dick out? Oh, okay, here, let me take that dick and shove it right back in your fucking mouth, Nico. That's what he did to Nico. He took Nico's dick and he shoved it right down his fucking throat, his own throat. And Nico was, after a while, when it finally sunk in, because Nico's not the fastest guy out there. You know, he's not Kyle Kalinske. He never will be fucking Kyle Kalinske. You know, he doesn't have that reaction time. And it took him 2 minutes before, you know, you could just see him going like this. And I'm not talking about physically. I'm talking about his overt laughter, his eyes darting around the room, his not knowing how to respond properly to what Graham said, and only hearing the last few words of what Graham said and then just repeating it was painfully obvious that his brain was spinning millions of miles a minute because he was finally realizing not only that Graham just called him out to his face, but that Tulsi Gabbard had been using him like a little fucking lackey. And boy, oh boy, he thought he was showing off that he knows Tulsi Gabbard and that Tulsi Gabbard, entrusts him with knowledge and to share it with his audience. Graham's like, I just wish my friends didn't let politicians use them. That's all he said, man. And boy, oh boy, was that powerful. That is what I want to avoid me doing on an interview. See, they weren't doing an interview. They were having a debate. And that's what you do in a debate. You throw something out there so the other person gets caught off guard and you expose them. And he exposed Nico. Boy, was that a quick little expose on Graham's part. And Graham didn't do it, and I know how Graham is. Graham supports Nico, and he didn't do it to hurt Nico. He should have said it in private. He made a mistake. Sometimes when you're having a conversation with somebody, you forget that there's thousands of people watching and that it's going to hurt them. Graham's not that kind of a person, man. It was a total social error, just a flub. And boy, oh boy, was it like he took a baseball bat to Nico's entire house and knocked it over, I bet Jimmy will be on the show. Yes, that was so awkward to watch, but yeah, Graham owned it. Yeah, and he didn't mean to own him. He didn't want to own him. He just wanted to say, hey, man, all these politicians are bad. Why have you selected one of them to champion? I love when these politicians get on the Senate floor and they call out the other senators or they call out Donald Trump and they pitch a fit so that their constituents will be happy. But when it comes down to the actual vote that they cast, they don't seem to support their own rhetoric. Jimmy Dore covers this relentlessly. This is why I want you guys watching Jimmy Dore. Calls out the hypocrisy of politics. I think he still, 1% still subscribes to politics, 1%. But only 1%, and that's good. I think that Kyle Kalinske is at about 50%. I think that, Ron Placone is at like 1% too. Maybe 5% Ron Placone. I think Jimmy Dore is more disillusioned with politics than Ron Placone is. Because Ron Placone is still fighting and struggling. And I think Graham is like at 0%. I think Graham has arrived. He's here with us. And he knows. I don't think Graham's going to put his support behind any politician ever again, ever. And I don't think I will either. But I'm not making a promise to saying I will never support another politician. Because who knows, man, maybe one day I might trust someone again. But I just don't see it happening. They're really going to have to work to gain my fucking vote, man. They're really going to have to work to earn my trust. And I just don't... good luck, Best of luck to them. Best of luck. It ain't happening. All right. That's what best of luck to you means, by the way, guys. It's a sideways fucking comment. Best of luck to you. Best of luck to you. Like Donald Trump. Oh, I wish her well. I wish her well. Sure you do, buddy. It's like, kill her now. Evil laugh. What's up? Brochachos. Accident. Yeah. Maybe one day it's possible. Cheers. Good, Nick Brown. I'm glad you're watching. Where's Steph with politics? Steph is a feminist, 100% feminist, She is Black Lives Matter. She's anti-police brutality. She is independent. She leans left. And I don't know where she is with. I mean, I think she's Green Party. I think she is totally for union, and she is for yellow vesting, and she is for protesting. Politically, she is right with us, man. As if you're with me, then she's with us. Yeah, I'm right with her. I'm right with Jimmy Dore. I mean, we don't agree on every single thing that they say. And I'm sure they're not going to agree with every single thing that I say. But it's not easy to find people that your politics are starting to mesh like that. It's not easy. You know, there's not a lot of people that are independents that support your right to a gun, to own a gun, to support your right to own any kind of a rifle that you feel that you need, whether it's a fully automatic, you know, machine gun, or you know, or a concealed handgun. You know, that's where I'm at. And it's going to be hard to find someone who's independent, that leans left, that agrees with me. I'm in a weird spot, you know. On almost every other issue, we agree. But the thing is I'm rural. You know, I'm a farmer. I'm a cannabis grower, and I'm a podcaster that puts it all out there. You know, Jimmy Dore isn't growing 6 giant trees in his front yard. You know, and Graham Elwood isn't calling people cunts and pedophiles. Well, maybe he does a little bit. Let me back that up a little bit. Ron Placone isn't on his live stream calling people cunts and pedophiles and literally standing up out of his chair so he can fucking project his rage and anger towards the camera even more, like I do. I put myself out there. I put myself at risk. And I need to have guns to protect myself against crazy motherfuckers. And it also serves as a deterrent, more so than being able to pick up a gun and just fucking indiscriminately fire it into a crowd. I need people to know that I have a gun, a bunch of them, and I'm always ready with them, so that they're not going to try anything stupid, because nobody wants to fucking, you know, be sent home in a fucking box with a bullet in your brain. And for my personal safety and security, I require that. Do I give a fuck about if some crazy man grabs one of these guns and goes and slays, you know, a bunch of your children in a school somewhere? Not really. You know why? I don't have kids. I don't put them in those fucking schools. You know, and if I did, I'd be screaming to have armed guards and security. I don't see people out protesting for their children in the streets, begging for that shit. So y'all don't love your kids as much as you claim you do. Oh, you want to go support someone who's anti-gun, but you're not going to go hold up a sign that say we need more security and gun safe zones are bullshit. And, you know, we need actual teachers to have actual firearms so they can take someone out when they need to. Somebody comes into a school with a firearm. You're not going to stop this shit, man. You're not going to stop it. There's crazy motherfuckers out there, and they're going to kill kids. They're going to kill people. And if there were 2 armed security guards at the front of every school, hey, you got armed security guards at every goddamn courthouse in the goddamn country. You got them outside every fucking, every federal building in Washington. You got them at the consulates. You've got armed people at every police station, but your children aren't worth it. So fuck you. Okay? If you are one of those people, fuck you, suck my dick. You shouldn't have had children in the first place. That was my choice to not have children. Okay? I didn't want to have to worry about protecting them. You know? If I don't have kids, I don't have to worry about guns at school or somebody with a gun running into a school to go fucking shoot up the place and kill your fucking child. It's not my problem. You know, my problem is I need to grow this and I need to smoke it. And I need people to know that they've been lied to since 1937, and I need to get the word out there. And I need a firearm because a lot of you motherfuckers out there are crazy bitches, and you deserve a fucking bullet in your head. You know, that's why. I need to fucking get rid of you fucking morons with the threat of your death so that I can talk to all the people who deserve to have cannabis access to have their pain relieved and all of that. Yeah, it's harsh. Yes, it's hardcore. And yeah, I'm pissing people off every fucking day. That's why I support my right to own a firearm. And that's why I got an SKS loaded and ready to go with a fucking erect bayonet ready to shove it through your fucking heart if you're close enough to me. I don't give a fuck. You know? California says I'm allowed to have that. I'm going to fucking have it. California says I'm allowed to have a Glock. I'm going to have a fucking Glock. California says I'm allowed to grow 6 fucking trees in my front yard. Not only am I going to grow 6 giant trees in my front yard, I'm going to show you every fucking day that you can be living like this too, that you can be satisfied and happy. You know, that you can live a fulfilled life and you can have that cannabis and you can have the vegetables and you don't have to rely on other fucking entities like the federal government to feed you. So if it makes sense, that's why you're here. If you disagree with me, you can leave. If it pisses you off that I said something about your children getting murdered in school and that I don't give a fuck, too goddamn bad. They're not my kids. I couldn't give a fuck about your kids. Understand that. Understand it. I don't give a fuck about your kids. You know what's more important than your children? Me. That's what's more important than your children. I'm more important than your fucking kids. Fuck you. And that's why I don't have children. Because I can't be fucking watching kids and doing this and living my life and being happy and helping all of you. Yeah, I wouldn't be here if I had kids. I'd be taking them to the park right now or, you know, taking them out on a boat or playing baseball with them in the front yard or doing stuff that you guys do with your kids. Right? And to me, it's not a sacrifice at all. To me, there's no ball and chain. I'm completely free. I am completely able to do whatever I want. I have no guilt over it. And if the fact that you decided to have children dictates your stance on guns, well, that's your fucking problem. It's not my fucking problem. Right now, your problem is I have a fucking gun, and there's nothing you can do about it. Okay? How about you hire me to stand out in front of your school with my SKS and protect your kids? Pfft. I could sit there and fucking Facebook all day. Somebody pulls up in a car, I could just fucking load them up with bullets. Done. Go back to Facebooking. No way, I'll go. Definitely time to get high. Cheers, everyone. Let me tell you guys something. Do you know how parents are always, every parent, and I'm not going to name any names, but you know how every parent are, I love my children. I would have never done it another way. My children are perfect, you know, whether they are or not. You are completely indoctrinated by your children. Understand that you are completely indoctrinated by your children. But I do know one person in the world. A friend, a good friend, that told me, man, I wished I'd never had children. Because if I'd never had them, I wouldn't know the love for them, and I wouldn't know this insanity that prevents me from doing the things that I really want to do with my life, but instead, 100% of it goes to these kids now. And I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about your life. I'm talking about your time, your energy, your effort, you know, your sweat, your blood, your tears, everything, man. It all goes to your kids. I understand that. You've been indoctrinated. Okay? And I understand it's important to raise your children, and it's important. Oh, children do affect your life. You think? Bro, they indoctrinate you. Once you have a child, you are indoctrinated. Now, granted, there are people out there who abuse their children. There are people out there who have a kid, sell them into slavery. There's people out there who have children and kill them. There's women out there who abort their fetuses. There's women out there who birth the child and then strangle the child or drown them. Certainly, okay? Those people aren't like me. Understand, that's a monster that does some shit like that. I understand people are in different situations and they do things for certain reasons and whatever, but there's almost always some sort of a legitimate solution to a problem without having to be a fucking monster about it. Almost always. Okay. So I can't understand the mentality of anybody other than that once they have their children. I just can't wrap my brain around it. I mean, I see it, I witness it, but being someone who's never owned children, I said owned. Being someone who's never had children, I said owned. Being someone who's never had children before, I just can't understand y'all. And you guys should know that. This is why I say the things I say. Because I've never been in your shoes, right? So I can't possibly fathom what that is. But for me, it's a beautiful thing. Does that make sense to you guys? It works for me. And, I know a lot of you guys imagine yourselves old and needing help and having your children there to help you and assist you and to see you off to your death. But think of how selfish that is for those children. To have to take care of you, to spend 10, maybe 20 years of their life looking after you until you fucking die and break their hearts. That's not fair to them, is it? Something to think about, man. And I like to give you guys things to think about, but I don't want to make you feel guilty. I'm sorry if that does bring up those types of feelings for you guys. I am sorry. I know that a lot of us defer greatly on when it comes to kids. But every once in a while, I like to remind you guys, my opinions have not changed on a lot of things on this channel, and I want you guys to know where I stand on them. All right. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabisism, tisms for all. It is 420 right now. Cheers. Stukes, I would have never guessed that you were beaten with a broom as a child. I mean, the thing about a broom is it's used to sweep up dirt, Oh. It's like she's taking out the trash with you. I mean, my grandmother used to chase us around with a wooden spoon, but I never caught it. Never caught it. She used to threaten us with it. My dad got me with the fucking strap all the time. And that sucked. Fucking belt. Out. Yeah, I've been hit. Oh yeah, 100% Sicilian. That makes sense. The broom. That is some potent orange, bud. Speaking of potency, look at those plants out there, man. They're looking good. I had a branch fall over on the Afghani Delicious, the sweet Afghani Delicious, but I just put it back up and put a fence around it. It didn't break, luckily, but those buds are getting heavy on there. So they should be maturing here pretty soon. Got hit with an extension cord. Oh, Grandpa would use mean slap. 2x4 metal belt buckle and square dance belt. Oh, aren't parents great, guys? Aren't parents great? Isn't growing up fun? Aren't kids awesome? And I hope that every single one of you that is telling me these horrible stories of what your parents and grandparents used to do to you, I hope when you all had kids, I hope none of you perpetuated that cycle of abuse. I really hope that you guys you learned that it wasn't necessary and that you guys grew past it. I hope, man. And I have a feeling all of you have grown past it, right? The abuse. You put an end to the abuse. I used to get the belt down the stairs, thrown downstairs. Oh my God, Brad. Jeez. I was a badass bad kid. I identify with getting whooped also. I used to get hit with the old kettle cords and belts by hand so much more. God, Megsy. Jeez, we've all been abused, huh? My dad hit me with the belt, but he never hit me with the buckle. Never. I remember once I knew my dad was going to come home and beat me. I put on like 10 pair of underwear and he didn't know. And I took that like a fucking man. I didn't even feel it. And he hit me like 3 times with that strap. I'll never forget. I didn't feel a goddamn thing. I was getting smart by that age. I don't know how old I was when I did that, but I remember when I did it. Tighty whities, bro. Lifesaver. I guess we all on some way it was like that back then. I broke the chain, never put a hand on my kids. 13 foster homes and 3 groups homes. Here I am. My kids are grow. Yeah, now I'm over it. Plenty of belt whippings and some switches. Alan, I never got beat, but they should have. I definitely grew past it. Never hit my boy. He have a great relationship. My little dude is a rock climbing jiu-jitsu animal right on Evil Out. My mom is my greatest inspiration, though. We've been talking together for years. She's amazing. Hell yeah, Stukes. I was bad. Okay, so let me say this. To all of you that allow me to talk shit about how I feel about kids and not the fact that I didn't have them. What, you think you're better than us, Nay? And that stayed and listened to my fucking bullshit. I want to say thank you. I know it's not the easiest thing to listen to when you got kids, to hear somebody saying, oh, I'm not going to have kids and this is why, and fuck all you guys that decided to have kids, and overpopulation. I didn't even mention that. You know, and selfishness and blah, 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 blah. I appreciate that you guys don't let my opinion stop you from watching this show and hopefully from considering us friends. And I also want you to know this, and you know this is true. If your kids were in trouble and there was something I could do to help, you know I would be the first motherfucker there. You all know that. But God, why the fuck did you have them in the first place? Can't you see we wouldn't have even had these problems, guys? I was late one night because of a flat tire, and Mom was at the door with a skillet and was going to hit me. Jack Hamburg Jr. Did she use... Okay. I'm not going to go there. That is fucking crazy, bro. Yeah, bro, I love you, homie. You lose good friends when you can't disagree sometimes. Replying to Brad Merle, oh, yes, that words, wait till Dad comes home, those words. Nate, you're just smart, bro. And honestly, Nick, and honestly, you make some good points. You guys are funny. Okay, there, guys. I get your opinion about kids, but I don't agree. It's okay. You don't need to agree with me. I don't expect... Dude, when you have kids, Brad, you get indoctrinated. What did I tell you? When you get kids, your brain gets poisoned, man. You're poisoned with kids. Hey, there's my doggy. Hey, buddy. Your brain is poisoned, bro. Hey. I bet she's going right for the water. Hey, you want to go outside? I'll be right back, guys. Hey, buddy. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Good boy. You guys waited for me. You are awesome. Thank you. One more second. Pressure cooker. All right. 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 Let me see what I missed here. I'm so glad you guys were chatting. Okay. Lisa, I was bad. Karsten, clever. I used to hide under the kitchen sink when my dad got home. I broke the chain. I had my nose broken by my dad, hippie. Titus, Jack, I was late one night because of flat tire. Okay, I saw that. Love you, homie. You lose good friends when you can't disagree. Sometimes evil. Replying to Brad, oh yes, that words. Wait till dad comes home. Nate, you're just smart, bro. Nick, I already read all this. Honestly, you make some good points. I get your opinion. Different meanings are okay. For the record, my mom has been trinified since Stickam. I miss the Stickam days. Bobblehead, late. Happy birthday, love, cute bully, Karsten Stukes. No, I'm gonna feel stupid after this, but what's a Stickam? Look it up. It's a chat room from 10 years ago. They indoctrinate the kids, so then we get pulled in and then get indoctrinated too. No. That's not what I mean, Brad. I mean, kids indoctrinate you as soon as you have them. Your entire perspective on your life changes when you have children. It doesn't mean that you can't stop doing what you're doing, but if you don't devote large amounts of time, energy, love, emotion into that child, they'll turn out to be a little monster, right? So in order to be a good parent, you either have to be fucking superhuman, have a fantastic partner, have other help, and a lot of people do, or you suffer what many people do, which is what you find out is you really couldn't give that child all the attention that they really need. You didn't have all the money you needed. You didn't, and maybe they're bitter, or maybe they're fucked up, or whatever. It's just, as soon as that child is born, if your life doesn't change, you're a fucking piece of shit. Either that, or you have got incredible resources. Not everybody has incredible resources that decides to have children. Does that make sense? Stickcam was ripped away from us. It was such a weird thing. Debbie talking to herself. Carson, it's different today in general. Okay, I wonder if he forgot about us again. Replying to Debbie. But I still see a bunch of you. Hell yes, it's different today. Now kids can do more with a phone, and we can't. And computers, and most of us, it's unreal. Welcome, Greg Foster, back. I'm here dabbing, of course. Nope, I show the opposites. Birds. One of my son's kids are obnoxious shits these days. I was flogged, but I still love and respect my mom. You were flogged? Jesus fuck. Toking a doobie. Cheers, Stooks. Evil laugh. Cheers. Titus here with bells on. Literally. That is creepy. Stooks, Karsten replying, Jack, Hammer, true. Me and my sister used to put clothes on. We used to get moms. Oh my God, sorry, Megsy. Crystal facts, Stooks. I would plan disaster for moms or boyfriends. Disaster. Yes, making sense, Karsten. It's no longer about you. It's all the child, or at least should be. Yep, I was alone. That was the plan. I had partners who died, leaving me trying to keep it all. Stooks, I did the same thing to my mom, lol. Okay, we're all caught up. So I think Rogan got hurt. I think he hurt his back somehow. I don't know what happened to him. He seemed fine last night, but he's acting really lethargic and really slow. Wonder if he got bit by a spider or something, you know? Maybe I should check his body. Your dog puked on your bed while you're sleeping. That is great. That's great news. Listen, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I will see you guys on the next one, maybe around noonish today or 4:20ish or something. I don't know. But remember, tomorrow, Stef Zamorano is here at noon my time. Okay? So I will see you guys noon for sure, my time, Pacific Standard Time, right here for Stef Zamorano from the Jimmy Dore Show. Let's hope they go live today so we can go over there and chat and be a part of that experience. All right, guys. I'll be on YouTube looking for live streamers, and maybe you'll see me over there if you're following the same people I am. All right, naysgarden.com. If you're looking for a list of those people, the list of people that I follow is on naysgarden.com. Just scroll through it, you'll see it. All right? It's got all their emails and everything. Bye, guys. No law regarding cannabis. naysgarden.com. Stef Zamorano. Tomorrow, Thursday, July 30th at high noon, right here on this channel, broadcasting 6 YouTube channels to 6 Facebook channels and to various other channels around the internet. You'll see it here. Stef Zamorano. All right? Bye, guys.